Okay, we're here in Kicc looking at roof access. If you go through this set of doors, you've got a freight elevator right there as well as a people elevator just around the corner. Stairwell there as well that leads you up to it. And then here's the set of doors. We've got phone numbers and contacts to get this unlocked. And then you come in here. Pretty steep steps to get you up there. But we'll just go ahead and walk on up. A bunch of elevator controls and whatnot. We also run power out of this room. It's got a few outlets there. And we tapped in a big disco panel somewhere up here last year. So depending on power requirements, that is doable. Then we come up here to this door. That's a little step down. Then we're up here on the roof. Yeah, we can get back in. So here we are on the roof. I know you were asking about the surface. It's just this little sandy, gritty type top. And then depending on what you're looking to do, that's the easiest access up here. And then we're walking around over to the 4th Street side. And here you can see there's the plaza, 4th Street right here. Then right along here is where we had our tunnel last year. And from here, if you need to get to other portions of the roof, it's pretty much just ladders like that one over there. So there is some lifting involved for any sort of gear. It's not terrible though. But we'll go ahead and at least get up to this higher level, and then you get a good overview of the entire roof. So just more of the same type of rooftop, just different areas. Oh, that's good to look at. That's a UPS airplane coming in, because the airport is just a few miles out that direction. So that's very common to see planes that low flying through here. I'm not sure how that affects fireworks or what we might be able to do off the rooftops, but that might be something to take into consideration. Right there is pretty much the same sort of roof access that we came up through, but on the other side. We can look into potentially stealing power out of there as well to do things on this side. This is pretty much a mirror of what we just walked out on from the other side. All of this is running parallel with 4th Street. And then this here is the center area, a little bit higher than the other two sections on the sides. But this is pretty much right in line with the plaza. So you'll see this corner here is, actually it's a lot closer to the beginning of the grass than I thought it was. So I would guess probably this rooftop and that rooftop right over there is where most of these effects will be going to correspond with the plaza. And then that right there is the parking garage rooftop that I will head over to next, just so that we can see what's happening over there. So yeah, also in the past, if needed, we've dropped some cables down little slots right like this just to get to some sort of control if needed, but we also have wireless DMX and other options to get signal up here if needed. I'm trying to think of what else you might need. Again, this entire rooftop is pretty much just this gritty, textured top. I can't even tell you what this material is. It looks like just some stick-on flashing of some sort, and then just an aluminum cap. I think that's all you need up here. If not, just ask me the questions and I'll get the answers. So, thank you. Okay, this is the entrance to the parking garage over top of Panera on the other side of the plaza. This is Market Street, US Bank right there. Right there is the convention center, the north end of it. And after talking to a really nice Panera guy on break, he showed me where the elevator is. You've got a couple options here. You can go through with the van, no taller than 8'6", drive that all the way up to the rooftop. I'm sure we can get something with them coordinated to just get up there. But what I was also told is if you come down this way, oh yep, there it is. You come all the way down here, you have a delivery van zone that is all the way down here. And apparently this is where they get deliveries for the entire Aegon building, as well as Panera and whatever else might be in here. 7'6" to get past here, but you'd probably want to park right there where it says 15-minute parking, and that gets you to this elevator here. And this is if you're not going all the way to the roof with the van itself. We'll wait on the elevator and take this up.
Floor 5.
Hey, rooftop. Okay. A little bit of a step down. Other than that, it looks like a pretty straightforward push with cases. So this surface is just some sort of pavement with a textured coating on top. Just whatever regular parking garage is, I guess. This is the wall that we're going to be over. Right over that wall is the plaza. This should be all the fountain area right in here. And then somewhere past these cars should be where it starts to get into the grassy area. I am not seeing any sort of power up here unless we tap into those light poles, but then we're running wires across the parking garage. But that being said, right over this wall is where we had our PA stacks last year that were pretty tall, and we could always take a wire from one of those straight up and over to power whatever we need to. This wall here is about 7 feet tall all the way across. Let's see what we got. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I'm going to put you down here for a minute. Climb up here and let you see what we've got. Again, this is just some sort of aluminum flashing over the top here. There's the plaza right there, and the fountains. This is, what is that, 8, 16. You're pretty close to about a 1.5 foot wide ledge all the way around. I'm sure we could figure out some way to clamp or affix something to the top here if we need to overlook and shoot out into that area. Aegon building. Right there is the convention center. That right there is the rooftop that I was on a few minutes ago. That right there is the other part that I kind of showed in the video but never actually got onto. And you can see right over there, out of that little brick area, walking out that direction is the roof access that I walked out on that side, just to give you some sort of perspective as to what we're looking at. I'm sitting on top of this roof ledge on this building, and I'm really close to level with that portion of the roof, and that portion of the roof is probably 3 or 4 feet taller. Oh, there's some AC units. I'm going to look at those real quick after hopping down here. A couple years ago in another parking garage, we borrowed power from the AC unit's breakers, just because the AC isn't on in the winter anyways, and with some permission that might be an easy way to get us whatever power we may need up here without running cables up and over roof lines. So let's see what those have. Hey, look at that. Not only are those probably 240 volt, but they've got a courtesy outlet right here with it. So that might be all the power we need. You've also got a couple of these pretty solid, very solid little roof structures over vents or whatever those may be. You've got that one right there, and that is at the south corner at the end of the block, which is pretty close to even with the end of the building of the convention center. And then you've also got that little rooftop right there, which is the one that I was standing on a minute ago, that is pretty close to the end of the grassy area on the north side of the block, which might be a nice little platform to put some stuff on. There's also this guy that is just north of the grassy area but still within the fountain range, but this also has a little bit more of a slope to it than the other rooftop here, where that one way down there has. It's really bright, I can't see if you can actually see that thing in the video. So mostly a lot of steel and cement up here on this rooftop. So again, this is just kind of me walking around trying to think of what might be useful, but if you have any other questions, just let me know and I'll see what I can figure out. Thank you.